Customizing, and today we're going to be talking about wind protection.
What size of windshield or what type of wind protection is best for you? And then once we answer that question, we want to cover windshields. And once you choose a fairing or a windshield, what height is the perfect height for you? We're going to answer both of those questions for you in today's tip.
Now, Kyle, I see a lot of fairings and large windshields, but what are some of the sleeker, more stylish options to give you some wind protection?
Kelly, wind protection overall doesn't just mean a windshield. Wind protection can actually be stylish, and protecting yourself from the wind and the open elements can really not only increase the comfort of your ride, but can also increase the number of miles that you can cover in a day. For example, on my VTX here, I really didn't want a huge Memphis Shades or National Cycle 2-up windshield. I still wanted to feel like I was out in the elements, I still wanted to feel like I was on the motorcycle, and I wanted to get that wind in my face. But just the fatigue of wind pushing on my chest, I needed to relieve that pressure. I wanted to go with something a little sleeker, a little sexier, that would just take that pressure off the chest. In all the research that I did, I really came up with two options. The first would have been the fly screen from National Cycle. See with this option here, the wind would have come up over the headlight, hit the shield, and kind of deflected around my body. But around the same time period I was making this decision, I came across the Memphis Shades Bullet. The Memphis Shades Bullet provided exactly that size or style of wind protection that I was looking for in a little bit more sleek and definitely a new to the market application. Now, the one thing I really liked about this option was the fact that it's quick release. These brackets right here in the trigger lock system allows me to remove this whenever I want, just like that.
So how do you measure to find the perfect windshield or fairing for the desired amount of wind protection?
Great question, Kelly. The best way to do this is to sit on your motorcycle and have a friend or family member give you a hand. Now, there are several ways to get that perfect measurement, but really what you need to start with is sitting on your motorcycle in your correct riding position. You're then going to want to take a look at the natural flow of the wind. In this situation, the wind's just going to be coming straight and just hitting you straight in the chest, and you're just going to get it full on. So you're going to take a look at what size and style of shield you're going to want. You're going to take a look at the angle that the shield will sit on. If it's a bullet or something of that nature, it's going to be at this angle here. If it's a windshield, it'll be sitting more upright. Then you're going to take a look at where the wind would hit that shield and kind of the trajectory of that wind after it goes over the top of the shield. So the best way to begin is to take your measuring tape and hold it just above your headlight. Kelly's then going to go from roughly her upper lip to her nose with her arm and go straight out. For Kelly, it looks like she'd be right around a 16 or 17 inch windshield. It looks like it'd be the perfect measurement. And then, how wide do you want your windshield? You can go ahead and judge the width of the windshield by going ahead and holding the tape to the side like this. With a narrow shield, such as that fly screen I showed you earlier, that's roughly 10 inches wide, that wind's going to hit and it's going to come around and just barely miss her shoulders here on the side. If she's going to want a larger bubble of clean air, or if she's riding 2-up and wants more protection for the passenger, that shield's going to have to be much wider, so that air is going to hit, come around the outside, and make a much larger loop or a much larger bubble for the rider and passenger. Another option for this test is a plain old piece of cardboard. If you cut the cardboard out so it has a headlight cutout in it, and then go ahead and perform the same operation, and then mark the cardboard on this side to mark exactly where Kelly's pointing. As you can see here from this measurement, it's about 16 3/4 inches. Another great way to measure is with the Memphis Shades measuring chart. If you're near a dealership that has one of these charts, it's invaluable in finding the proper windshield for your application. You go ahead and see that there are different grooves here in the windshield. This will allow you to choose the size of shield that's best for the bubble that you're going to want, whether it be narrow or wide, short or tall. Okay, let's go ahead and do that same measurement here on this shield. As you can see, she's coming right around this level here, which once again is right in between the 16 and 17 inch line.
As Kyle has demonstrated today, no matter which form of measurement you choose, the result is just the same.
Remember, riding solo, right here from your upper lip to your nose, straight out is going to be the perfect windshield height to be able to see over it and have maximum protection.
Windshields, fairings, and other forms of wind protection not only increase your safety, but also increase your comfort for those long-distance rides.
Thank you for watching this week's Cruiser Customizing Tip of the Week.
Until next week, take care and ride safe.